Hi everyone, welcome back to my kitchen with Monica. I'm going to share with you what I have for my brunch again today. Yeah, I have a set lunch. First, we need to prepare the seaweed flakes, which is already tasty with mixed with the sesame seeds, and I'm going to cook 2 cups of sushi rice. We have to rinse cleanly 2 to 3 times, rub it, and then rinse, rub. And then because we want to get rid of the starch, and I add 2 cups of water. If you filter the rice, maybe you can add 2.2 cups of water because I wash the rice in the pot, so still have a little bit water inside. So I just use 2 cups of water. If you don't have a rice cooker, you can use a cooking pot. Now I'm going to show you what is the fillings. I use the vegetarian ham. You can replace it with firm tofu and dried shiitake mushroom. I have the stock in my fridge and 1 carrot. And for the soup, I'm going to cook lotus root soup, and today's soup is the signature, yeah. And I'm using angelica. If you don't have angelica, you can replace it with ginger and red dates, also some shiitake mushrooms and lotus root seeds, and also some peanuts. Please check the measurements in the description, okay? I have rinsed and peeled off the skin of the lotus roots. I just use one segment for cooking a pot of soup and cut them into bite-sized. So this soup is a Chinese style soup. So my brunch today is a combination between Chinese and Japanese. These lotus seeds are already clean. I'm going to soak it with hot water and cover it to speed up the process at least 30 minutes. And I have washed also the peanuts and I soak them for a while. Chop the carrots into small pieces, same with the vegetarian ham. And now let's heat up the pan at medium heat. Drop 1.5 tablespoons of cooking oil. We are going to stir fry the mixed ham, carrots, and the mushrooms. So just cook for about 2 to 3 minutes, and then followed by the carrots. Saute them for a little while. We can add the mushrooms. These mushrooms are already tasty. I always have the stock in my fridge. And add some salt, some pepper too.
Heute, grüß Gott. Heute du kommst früher
Ja.
nach Hause. Ja. Ist sticky.
Beforehand, prepare a half teaspoon of cornstarch. Add with 1 tablespoon of water. Mix well and set aside. Now I'm going to add some soya sauce. After they are dried enough, we can pour in soya sauce and also the mushroom sauce, or you can also use oyster sauce. But I'm using mushroom sauce. So if you are vegan, this is suitable for you, this recipe. After it is fragrant, we can pour in the starch and immediately switch off the heat and mix them well. Let me show you the lotus seeds. Inside of the seeds, sometimes you can see the sprout, and this green sprout is very bitter. We have to pick them out and throw them. Otherwise, your soup will be bitter if you cook it inside the soup. I like to soak my peanuts too to get rid of the acidity. So all the ingredients for my soup is almost ready. I'm going to cut this shiitake mushrooms, which I have soaked with hot water for 1 hour. They are soft enough to be cut or to be sliced. Sometimes I like to use a scissor. It is easier to cut with a scissor. Cut them into bite size. I'm going to toast them in a pan. But before that, let's bring 1.5 liter of water to boiling. It is essential to toast these mushrooms to get them fragrant. So each side, I toast them for about 10 minutes, 8 to 10 minutes like that at medium heat. And after that, we have to flip over. And after it is dry enough, we pour in some oil and then some soya sauce. My water is boiling. It is time to drop the angelica first into the boiling water, and then followed by the red dates. If you don't have red dates, you can replace it with honey date, and then peanuts and lotus seeds. We need to boil them first for about 30 to 45 minutes because these ingredients need time to be cooked. Bring them to a big boil. After that, switch down the heat to the lowest. Cover with lid and leave it for another 30 minutes. I went for a shower while waiting for the soup, and now they are already 30 minutes. At this point, I drop all the lotus roots into the pot, followed by the tasty shiitake mushrooms. If you want to know how to toast these shiitake mushrooms, you can visit my other video, or I'll put the link in the description. After it is boiling, turn the heat down again and cover with lid and cook for another 30 minutes. Now I'm going to do some decoration. I'm going to make onigiri again. I have some salmon, the baked salmon, and then I just cut some of it without the skin, mixed with soya sauce and some sesame seeds. Break it apart so it's easy to wrap later. Slice some fruits. I also want to cut one avocado. I have bought this avocado about 1 week, and now it's time to cut it because it's already ripe. And people say that buying avocado is like buying a lottery because we don't know what will happen inside. So it is a bit rotten at the corner. We can start making our onigiri. First, let's check the rice first. Loosen the rice by cutting motion. This is good to let the air out from the rice, so they are not going to have lumps later. Cover it with a piece of clean cloth to avoid drying. Now I'm going to show you how I make the onigiri, but without using a mold. Using a small bowl is the best. Lay a piece of plastic film. I find that if you are not using a mold, this way is the best because we are not going to have a sticky hand with the rice all over our palm. For the first onigiri, I'm going to use the seaweed flakes, and I add extra sesame seeds. I have roasted the sesame seeds. Mix them evenly. Quite plain. I need some salt, some pepper. After that, pick all 4 corners of the plastic, put them together and just wrap them and make them firm. Shape it like making a ball with your palm. Both of your palm, give some pressure Most important is it is firm enough. Otherwise, the rice is going to be separated or loose. The best is, to my experience, is to shape it like this. You follow my method. Use your thumb and the point fingers to make the triangle shape. It has been 30 minutes. I need to check out my soup. The lotus seeds and peanuts are tender enough. You can see they are broken. By the color, you can see also they are already cooked. Season with salt, about 1 teaspoon of salt and a half teaspoon of mushroom powder, seasoning powder. You know, friends, just now when I took my shower, I could smell the smell of the angelica and the red dates in my bathroom. It tastes really good. Now let's plate the onigiri. Next, I'm going to make the second onigiri, but this time with fillings. Place a layer of rice first at the bottom, and we are going to place the fillings in the middle. Try to make a shallow well in the middle, and then we place the fillings. But frankly, friends, I like to use the mold to make onigiri because it is easier to use a mold. And secondly, we are not going to use too much rice. I find that using hands to fold the onigiri will end up the rice is too thick and it is not balanced with the fillings. So I prefer to use mold. But today I want to show you how to make without mold. But it is also not difficult. So by using my method is easier. So you use your hands to shape it. Use your finger, the point finger and the thumb to make the corner of the triangle. I need a piece of nori to make a blanket for my second onigiri. It is absolutely fine if you don't have nori, doesn't matter. Or you can just use a small piece. Like in my first cooking video of how to make onigiri, you can check it out. Now I'm going to make the third onigiri. Repeat the same thing. Just place the fillings in the middle of the rice and cover it with another half of the rice. So you can see using plastic and bowl is easier, right? And if you have the foot glove, it's even better. So you'll not dirty your hands. Because you know I'm recording my video, so I don't want to always wash my hands because I need to touch my camera. Arrange them nicely on a platter. Put some decoration on it. Friends, I hope you don't mind today's video is a little bit longer than usual because I made quite a lot of food today. I hope you like my video and you can learn how to make onigiri again without a mold and also how to arrange the food and also how to cook a delicious soup. Lotus root soup is a very nutritious and delicious soup and also very healthy. What do you think of my brunch, friends? Isn't it beautiful? Please leave a comment down below to let me know. Or you can also tell me what recipe should I cook or what recipe do you want to know from North or East Asia. I can say that I'm an Hispanic Chinese. I'm a Chinese born, but I eat potato and bread. I married a German husband, So sometimes I will cook some German food too. But to be honest, I love Asian food more than Western food. What do you think about my onigiri, friends? I find that they are not bad. They are gorgeous. So friends, today we have learned how to make a Chinese lotus root soup and also how to make onigiri without mold. And also I'm sharing how I arrange the food in a wooden tray. I hope you enjoy my cooking video and it is useful for you. Please let me know in the comment section. If you are new to my channel and you stop by to watch my video, I want to say thank you to you. I appreciate it. But I will be very happy if you want to subscribe to my channel. Thanks again for watching and see you again in my next video. Don't forget to leave a comment, to like my video and also to share it. And most importantly, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Thank you. Bye.